This is the Wrestling Replay. I'm Kato, and today we're going to talk about a storyline that I think a lot of people are paying attention to. And that's the storyline of the son of the American Dream, Dustin Rhodes. No, we're not talking about Goldust. We're talking about Cody Rhodes, right? Cody Rhodes, the story, right? The story that has to be finished. Cody Rhodes has vowed to become a WWE World Champion, something that his father have never done, could never do, daddy. So what he have decided to do is actually win this championship, and he wanted to present it to his father, but of course that opportunity never came with the passing of the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. But that has not stopped Cody from fulfilling that promise. Now, Cody made his return, right? An epic return, with him being a surprise opponent at WrestleMania for Seth Rollins. Now, with a lot of people already speculating that he was going to be the opponent, when he came out, when that music hit, that crowd still popped like they were surprised. I think for the fact that they actually realized, like, hey, Cody's back. He's really here. He's going to be here. He's not in AEW no more. I think that was kind of the reception that he was getting. But not only did he defeat Seth Rollins at WrestleMania, he defeated him at Backlash, and probably the most notable match is him defeating Seth Rollins in the Hell in a Cell with that torn pec, which was insane. I don't know how he put up with that pain to finish and go through that whole matchup, but not only was it in a heroic effort, but it was actually a really good matchup. Dave Meltzer actually rated that matchup 5 stars. So if you like Dave Meltzer's ratings, then, hey, you got you a classic on your hands. I think it was an amazing matchup. I think it was a classic, but for the fact that he did it the way he did and still put on that quality of matchup that both of them did, it was absolutely amazing. So the story has started, essentially, right? Cody Rhodes then returns from injury just in time for the Royal Rumble and win the Royal Rumble, nodding him that chance to now finally face the WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns. He goes to WrestleMania. I mean, it's no Jay. It's no Solo. It appears to be a nice one-on-one matchup. It appears that Cody actually has Roman on the ropes, and Cody actually will fulfill that dream and complete the story only in a year of returning to WWE, but not so fast, because Solo will make his way down and, help Roman get that win as he proceeds to now carry that title for over 1,200 days. A lot of people right there thought the story's over, right? It's done. The whole storyline of him coming back, the whole build up to a year, the story's over. But we couldn't be more wrong. The story is the story. Okay? When you open up a book, you just don't read one chapter and the book's over, right? The story has to have chapters. You have the Seth Rollins chapter, who honestly may still not be done. Then you move on to the Roman Reigns chapter where, the guy he's climbing, finally made it to that pedestal, and still something gets in his way. He's unable to complete his task. He's unable to, complete his goal. So what happens next? You just turn the next chapter. The story isn't over. You just turn the next chapter. Next chapter being what? Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar apparently attacks Cody for no reason when Cody elects Brock Lesnar to be his partner for the tag team matchup against Roman Reigns and Solo to get some type of revenge. What better person than a guy who appears to hate Roman Reigns and the bloodline more than I do? But those plans didn't turn out the way Cody expected. Instead of getting a tag team match with Brock Lesnar, you now have opened the next chapter of the Cody Rhodes story, which has been an amazing story, by the way, which leads to Cody Rhodes actually defeating Brock Lesnar twice, and finally at that SummerSlam matchup, earning the respect that he needed from Brock Lesnar to finally put this whole issue to bed, this whole thing to rest with him and the Beast. So now we see Cody kind of building himself back up, not win over someone like the Beast, not just once but twice. It's like, okay, this guy is building back to be that world champion we're looking for, that world champion that he wants to be. But before we can get that, of course, you have more people jumping in the way. But For Cody, everything's not so great. All skies aren't so great, right? Because he get a little help from Jey Uso of all people, someone that he's been able to befriend, and so far it's been paying off. These two actually managed to win the tag team from the Judgment Day. They won the tag team championships. It was a short run, 9 to 10 days, something like that. But it was the first title that Cody's have gotten since he, came back to the WWE. That's another chapter in the story that, a lot of people are really locked into and tuned into. I think a lot of people are now looking at it as, well, he'll never be world champion or he have to wait his time. But it's okay, because when someone like Roman Reigns do go away, or accidents like Seth Rollins being injured happens, you have guys like Cody Rhodes, hate to say it, you have guys like CM Punk, you have guys like Roman Reigns. These guys can actually grab that brass ring and start running. And you also have guys right underneath them like Jey Uso himself. You have guys like Gunther, who has an amazing Intercontinental title run right now. These are all guys who can pop up at any moment and lead their brand, and it be respectable, it'll be entertaining, and we're gonna like it. So Cody's story is nowhere close to ending, but if you're actually paying attention to the story, you can actually enjoy each chapter as they turn, because every feud, every rivalry that he's had so far, it's actually been really good. And right now it's looking up to shape up to see maybe a rivalry or a feud between Cody Rhodes and CM Punk. I hope neither one wins the Royal Rumble. I think that possibly Cody eliminating Punk from the Royal Rumble would maybe spark something there. Maybe we'll see the heel CM Punk come out, which I think is one of his best roles, or his I guess best character in the WWE. We'll see that possibly come out, and now will lead to maybe a backlash or a elimination chamber or a Hell in a Cell between the two, and they can really get their issues off. They had a great back and forth on Monday Night Raw. They kind of plant the seeds that, hey, this is possibly something that could be happening, and if it does happen, I'm here for it. We also will possibly see Cody or Jay winning that Universal Championship. I could see it being Jay. And then we can see Cody cashing in like, hey, man, I brought you to Monday Night Raw. I got you away from the bloodline. I, won the tag team champion with you. How about you be the friend to me that I have been for you, and you give me that title shot? That's going to be another good matchup if that happens to take place. We also have never seen Cody Rhodes and Randy locked into a real feud. Not that I can recall. I don't really recall. But that would be another amazing feud with two guys who have extensive history with each other, so we can actually go back and draw from things from the past, from 10 years ago, and these guys can work that into a storyline against each other. You have Randy Orton, who's healthy. He's back. He looks great from injury. Matt Riddle's no longer here, so it's no more RK Bro. So he's definitely going to be on his singles tip for a little bit. So we could possibly get Cody Rhodes and Randy maybe before that goal is ever completed of him becoming the champion. And once he become the champion, the story still doesn't end there, because the next chapter now is, what type of champion do we get to see Cody Rhodes be in the WWE? This is not the same Cody we seen years ago. This is a Cody who has elevated himself to a whole new level. This is a Cody who came into the WWE, returned to the WWE in a superstar capacity, a main event capacity already. So everyone that you've seen him really feud with and go with and defeat are guys that's either on his level or was, higher than where you would have ranked Cody on his return. So honestly, man, I'm enjoying the story. There's no need to rush the story by having Cody win the world championship if you're not ready to give Cody a nice long run and have feuds lined up for Cody for the next year. That's how long I believe he should at least hold that world championship, whether it's the world or whether it's the WWE championship or the Universal championship. He should hold it for at least 365 days, right? So until you have the feuds lined up for Cody, I think you just continue to let the cooking cook, continue to let it simmer, and let the story continue until it's fully ready to develop. All right, that's my thoughts on Cody Rhodes and the story. Let it continue. I'm Kato. I'm signing out. Peace.